Okay, now that the starter budget is done, go to the revenue tab. Under the revenue tab, you're going to list every single, I shouldn't say cost of goods sold here, but you're going to list every single way you get paid from this business. To insert a row, just click on the number. I'll make this bigger. Click number 6. Hit insert. Insert. Oh my God. Hold on a second. No, hold on. Pause. Kiana?
Yeah, thanks.
Hey, what's up?
My brother said that you have to wear jeans.
I'm back. Okay. I need to say it's a row. So set a box. You'll take the box out. You're going to put down, for you the classes, the basic studio. You can label any way you want. Premiere Studio. I don't know if you're going to do in the vending options. Insert. I thought we did some of this. And then you're going to put, I don't know, I would say something about selling beats or something like that. Beat sales or whatever. And then you're going to come up with your price. I think we've done this part. But you come up with how many you're going to sell. You come up with how many you're going to sell and at what price for each month to get a total. I think we've done that part. After you're done with this part, you're going to copy this whole sheet. Go to copy, hit Control C, go to expenses. Under expenses, I hit Control V. I hit Control V. We go back to revenue. Control C, expenses, Control V. And now I should have the same quantity per month or whatever, but I have to figure out how much it cost me. So if this was a retail thing, if I was selling a bottle of water and I sold the bottle of water for $1, I put the $1 on the revenue sheet. But if it cost me 25 cents for the water, I put 25 cents down on the other sheet. So I'll do it like this. So for your classes, you might have to put how much the professors are going to cost you per class. You'll put that price there. You'll put how much the basic studio costs. You probably don't have any expenses there. Or Premiere Studio. For vending, you're probably selling stuff for $1. You're probably buying it for 33 cents. And then the beat sales, whatever that is, you have to pay off the commission to the artist. So 50% of whatever you charge. So let's say you're selling beats for 100, it would cost you 50. Once you're done there, you can go to the cash flow statement, and now everything is very simple. On the cash flow statement, you're going to make sure the top part is all the money coming in, the bottom part is all the money going out. So first, we're looking at these 3 items here. I'm going to insert a row. I'm going to insert a couple of rows so it matches up with my revenue sheet. So my revenue sheet, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ways I can make money. So I want to make sure I have 5 places on my cash flow sheet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. I'll delete that row. So easy. So now that these are here, and we have the bank loan, we have, So now that these are here for classes for June, you just put an equal sign. You go back to revenue for June, and you put that total. You hit enter. You'll do the same thing for each month. For July, you hit equals, go back to revenue, hit July's revenue, all the way to the end of the month. Under the you'll do the. Hold on. I told you something incorrect. Reverse what I just said. We have to go to June. We have to hit equals. Go to classes. So on the revenue, I go the total for the class for June, and I just hit enter. And then I'll drag it. I'll put my mouse in the bottom right-hand corner. I'll drag down to my other items. And I'll do the same thing for every month. So equals, go to revenue. Excuse me. And enter. Click that cell, bottom right-hand corner, and drag down. You'll do that for all of them. The bank loan, the cash from the owner, the crowdfunding, you only get that at the beginning of the loan. You're only going to do, and that's all going to come from the starter budget. So equals, I go to starter budget. The loan amount is here, and I hit enter. For cash from owner, I go equals, I go to the starter budget. Order contribution, so on and so forth. So that's all done. For the cost of goods sold, this will be all done. So that the whole top sheet is now done. The bottom part of the sheet, you're an equal sign. And this part, you're going to go to your expenses tab. And on your expenses tab, you're only going to click the bottom total. You'll click the bottom total, and you'll hit enter. And you'll do the same thing for July, so forth and so on. So expenses, July, go all the way to the end. All right. If you look at the rest of the bills here for your cost of goods sold, for your disbursements, these are all the things from the starter budget. So all I'm going to do is here for salary of owner, that's the first line item on my starter budget. So I put equals, I go to my starter budget, go to the top, and all these things are in order. Click that, I hit enter. Excel is intuitive, so all you have to do, go to the bottom right-hand corner, drag all the way down to almost to the end. Go to everyone except the one-time cost, and that'll fill in right there. Then under one-time cost, you'll hit equals, you'll go back to that starter budget, and we'll get the subtotal of our one-time cost. Starter budget, subtotal of our one-time cost. Hit enter. Done. Okay. So for these bills are going to be the same every single month. So the easiest way to do it is just hit an equal sign and then hit the previous cell before it. So it's going to be the same thing as every month. I put that, I drag it down. And then if I want, and I just drag it all the way to the end, right before the subtotal. This last column, we're adding everything up together. And you're pretty much done. So this other utility, this is the only thing that's messed up. It's a loan repayment. So loan repayment, once you take out this loan, because we're not going to have too much money in front, we want to figure out with the bank how much we're not going to pay. Pause. TV went off. So what you're going to do is say, I might say, tell to the bank, for the first 6 months, I don't want to pay, and then I'll start paying my loan back. I need 6 months, breathing room, and I'll start paying back in month 6. And that's it. Now, this is the whole point of the cash flow statement. We want to make sure the money coming in for the month is greater than the money coming out, so we have the ability to pay our bills. So this is the money coming in, this is the money coming out. The bottom summarizes everything. So the first month, we started with 0, we had $343 coming in, we had $142 going out, which left us with $200,000. So the next month we start with $200,000, we add 13, our bills were 48, that's left us with 164. Notice there real quick, we had 13 coming in, but we had 48 going out. So if it wasn't for that bank loan, we wouldn't be able to pay our bills. So right now our bank loan is pacifying us for the first couple of months. Next month, we got 164 coming in. So we started with 164, with 26 coming in, 35 coming out, we're left with 154. And this goes in. According to this cash flow statement, at the end of the year, this company is left with $496,000 in cash. That doesn't still say we still owe money. We still owe all the outstanding money for the building and stuff like that, but we have $46,000 on us. This last line, it says the 30-day cash goal. We just say we know where our bills are going to be next month, so our goal is to have our ending cash be bigger than what we have going. To have our ending cash be greater than our bills for the next month, and that is it. I'll publish this video.